At the beginning of the story, we see a scientist named Will who was trying to find a cure for a disease called Alzheimer because his father was also a victim of Alzheimer's disease. Apart from his father, Will had no one else in this world. That is why he wanted to make a medicine for Alzheimer's disease at any cost. Alzheimer is a disease in which gradually the patient's memory starts becoming weak and in the end, the person forgets even his own name. Now Will had no one in this world except his father. Therefore, he could not see his father going away from him. Will works day and night and finally makes a medicine. But first testing this medicine on a human was a risky task. So this medicine is first tested on a female chimpanzee. And the result that came out shook everyone. With this medicine, that female chimpanzee becomes very intelligent. When Will sees her intelligence, he becomes very happy and now he wants to use this medicine on humans. Will first tells this to his senior and after that a meeting of the board of members is arranged where he is giving his presentation. Everyone becomes very happy with this new medicine of Will because its results were very positive. During Will's presentation, on the other side, that female chimpanzee is shown on whom Will's medicine was used. There a worker comes who wants to shift her from there to another place. But today the nature of that chimpanzee was a little different. She did not want to be shifted from that place to another place. When the worker forces her, that chimpanzee becomes very angry. She grabs that worker's hand and after that comes out from there and starts breaking things all around. She goes out of control and reaches the place where the board of members meeting was going on. Here Will is not able to control her even if he wants because that chimpanzee is very angry. Therefore, that chimpanzee has to be shot, because of which that chimpanzee dies on the spot. After this incident, the board members believe that because of Will's medicine this chimpanzee became aggressive and now along with the death of the chimpanzee, Will's entire experiment is completely finished. The board members order to kill all the chimpanzees kept in the lab because Will's medicine was also used on them. However, Will tries to convince his boss that there is no problem in his medicine, but his boss clearly refuses. He says that if there was no problem in your medicine, then that chimpanzee would not have become so aggressive. Will's 5 years of experiment had now gone to waste. He goes inside towards the lab. The caretaker of the lab comes to him and tells him that there is no problem in your medicine. Actually, the chimpanzee did not become aggressive because of your medicine, but at that very time she had given birth to a baby, because of which she became angry because she was being shifted from there, and now Will understands the whole matter. That worker tells him that on the boss's order, I killed all those chimpanzees, and I could not kill that baby who has just been born. After that, without telling anyone, Will secretly brings the baby to his home where Will's father is also present, and here we are shown that this chimpanzee's baby is small but his mind is sharp like humans. Very quickly he becomes friendly with Will's father and Will's father gives him the name Caesar. Gradually 3 years pass and now the chimpanzee's child whose name is Caesar has become very smart. He can read, plays games and does every work just like humans. Only one thing he cannot do and that is to speak like humans, but he can understand human conversations very well. On the other hand, Will's father is shown whose mental condition has become very bad due to Alzheimer's disease. Even his nurse refuses to take care of him. She tells Will that now your father needs a hospital. He cannot be taken care of at home. Seeing his father's condition, Will feels very sad and the next day when he goes to the lab, he secretly brings that medicine which he had given to Caesar's mom and other chimpanzees, and this time he had specially made it for his father's Alzheimer's disease. He knew that his father's survival was now impossible. That is why he takes this risk and injects that Alzheimer's medicine into his father. Will's father becomes the first human on whom this Alzheimer's medicine is used. Will is not able to sleep the whole night because he is afraid that something might happen to his father, and the next morning Will sees that his father is playing the piano. He has completely recovered. Seeing this, Will becomes very happy. That means his medicine has completely cured his father. At the same time, we are shown Caesar who looks out of the window and sees some children riding bicycles. Caesar also feels like riding a bicycle like those children, so he goes into the neighbor's house, but the owner of this house was a very rude person. He sees Caesar. Now he picks up a baseball bat to hit Caesar and attacks him. Before he could badly beat him, here Will and his father save Caesar. Will tries to explain to the neighbor that he was just trying to play. He is not a danger to you. The neighbor says that he can harm my children, and if this monkey comes here again, I will kill him. Here, Caesar's leg gets injured, so Will takes him to Dr. Caroline, and when Caroline treats him, she realizes that he is very intelligent because Caesar is communicating with Will through gestures. Soon, Will and Dr. Caroline become friends. Caroline starts liking Caesar a lot, so she begins coming to Will's house, where she finds out that Caesar always stays at home and is not taken outside. That's why Caesar keeps looking outside through the window. Caroline tells Will that they should take him outside. Will likes this idea, and the next day Will and Caroline take Caesar to a nearby forest called Redwood. That beautiful forest was nothing less than heaven for Caesar. Caesar really liked that place, and in this way, 2 more years pass. Now Will and Caroline are in a relationship with each other. Caesar has also grown up, and they keep coming to that forest. One day, when they are in the Redwood forest, a family comes there with a dog that has a leash tied around its neck. That dog starts barking at Caesar, and seeing this, Caesar becomes very upset. Caesar is not upset because the dog barked at him, but because he notices the leash around the dog's neck, and the same kind of leash was also tied around his neck by Will. He asks Will through gestures, "Am I your pet?" To which Will replies, "No, you are not a pet. You are my son." But Caesar had now become intelligent. He wanted to know about himself, who he is and where he came from. So Will takes Caesar outside his lab and tells him that your mother was here. We used a drug on her, and because of that drug, today you are so intelligent. Now Caesar comes to know everything about himself. After this, they return home, where Will's father is shown, whose Alzheimer's disease has returned to its previous state. He starts eating with the wrong side of the spoon. Will understands that the drug has stopped affecting his father's brain. This makes Will very worried. When Will goes to work, his father feels like driving a car, but because of Alzheimer's, he has forgotten how to drive. When he starts the car, he cannot control it and crashes straight into the neighbor's car. When the neighbor sees all this, he quickly comes outside. This is the same neighbor who had beaten Caesar years ago. Now he grabs Will's father by the collar, pulls him out of the car, and starts beating him. At that moment, Caesar sees this from the window, and when he notices that the neighbor is beating Will's father, he cannot control himself. He comes outside and attacks him. Caesar is so angry that he bites off the neighbor's finger. After that, their neighbor files a case in court against Will's chimpanzee Caesar. That is why the court decides that now Caesar cannot be kept at home. Then here the animal control team comes and they take Caesar to that place where other chimpanzees also live. Caesar thought that he had come here to roam. Therefore, Therefore, he was happy seeing the activity hall, but he did not know that now he was going to remain imprisoned here forever. When Caesar sees Will leaving from here, he runs towards him, but now Caesar had been locked in that place. Caesar comes near Will and starts making gestures from the other side of the glass that take me with you. But Will is helpless and he says that now you will have to stay here. Caesar feels very sad because of this and Will leaves him there and goes away. On the other side, Will's father is shown, who once again has completely become a victim of Alzheimer's, and now Will make an even stronger medicine so that he can cure his father's disease forever. Will tells this to his boss that the medicine which I made earlier, I used it on my father. He had completely recovered but not for a long time. Now he is becoming weak again. That is why now I want to make an even stronger medicine. So his boss gives him permission. On the other side, Caesar is shown, who was very sad. He had hoped that soon Will come and take him home. He makes a drawing on the front wall with chalk, which was a map of that window from where he used to look outside from his home. He was missing his home very much. Here Will, after working hard day and night, makes that medicine. Now preparations are made to use this medicine on a chimpanzee, and when the medicine is being injected into his body, due to pressure a pipe comes out. There is a worker there whose name is Franklin. Some gas of the medicine goes into his nose because he was not wearing a mask. Although at that time the gas does not affect him, and they inject the medicine into that chimpanzee's body. After that chimpanzee becomes very intelligent. That means their medicine has also become successful. After that, Will and Caroline go to meet Caesar, who had been kept imprisoned inside a very small cage. Here Caesar's hand was also injured. Seeing this, Will becomes very angry and threatens the guards there that if you treated him badly in any way, I will get this place shut down. Caesar was very happy with Will's arrival because he was thinking that today Will take him back home. But Will tells him that until the court gives me permission, I cannot take you back home. After that, Will leaves from there and Caesar becomes very sad. He misses home very much. Here he gets dirty food and the jail staff treat him very badly. When Will goes to his home, he sees that his father's condition is very bad. He wants to give him medicine, but Will's father refuses. He says that now my time has come, and after that Will's father dies. Will completely breaks after his father's death, and now he has no one except Caesar. He considers him his son. That is why he takes a lot of money and goes to that place where Caesar was imprisoned. The head of that place, Will, gives him a lot of money and says that I want to take Caesar with me. Seeing so much money, the head of that place agrees to Will. Will comes to Caesar and asks him to come with him, but Caesar closes the door because now he does not want to go with Will. Although Caesar was sad to separate from Will, but now he did not want to live life as someone's pet. He wanted to see himself as well as the other chimpanzees imprisoned there become free. After that, Will has to return. At night, some friends of a boy who works at that place come there to see the chimpanzees. And when one of these boys comes near Caesar, Caesar grabs him and pulls him towards himself and takes out a knife from his pocket. With that knife, at night Caesar opens the gate of his cell. After that, he comes out of the cell and secretly goes through the roof and directly reaches Will's house, where he finds that new medicine which Will had made for new Alzheimer's patients, and now taking this medicine, he comes back to that same place where the other chimpanzees had been imprisoned, and there he opens that medicine, due to which all the gas is inhaled by the chimpanzees, after which all the chimpanzees become intelligent like Caesar. They get the power to think and understand, and Caesar's first mission was also this, that all chimpanzees should become intelligent like me, only then we will be able to escape from this place, and he becomes successful in doing this. But on the other side, Franklin, into whose nose the gas had gone by mistake, dies. This means that this medicine only affects chimpanzees, and for humans this medicine kills them. On the other hand, Caesar is shown, who now wants to escape from that place with the other chimpanzees. But then a worker there, who used to torture all the chimpanzees a lot, comes there, and when he tries to give them electric shocks with his electric stick, Caesar grabs his hand. He says, keep your dirty hands away from me. And here for the first time Caesar speaks no. After this, Caesar punches him and makes him fall there and frees all the other chimpanzees. That worker gets up and once again moves towards them with his electric stick, but Caesar turns on water pressure on him, due to which he gets electrocuted and dies. After this, Caesar takes all the chimpanzees and reaches a nearby zoo. He frees all the chimpanzees there and includes them in his team, and now all of them reach Will's lab. There are many chimpanzees there as well. They free them also, and now a whole team of them has been formed. On the other side, Will, who misses Caesar very much, calls that place where Caesar had been imprisoned, but no one answers his call. Therefore, he quickly reaches there with Caroline. They see that there is not a single chimpanzee present here. Then they see an injured worker. Will asks him what happened here. He tells that your Caesar took everyone with him, and he even spoke for the first time. Hearing this, Will becomes very worried, and now he understands that Caesar is going towards Redwood with all his companions, where he used to take him in childhood. Caesar is moving forward with his companions through the city route. On the way, a bridge comes where the police stop their way, and after this a very big fight happens between the chimpanzees and the police. Although Caesar's aim was not to harm humans but to free his chimpanzee brothers and take them to the Redwood Forest. They are attacked from a helicopter, and when Caesar is about to get harmed, at that moment a gorilla jumps on the helicopter and crashes it, due to which he dies, and then there comes a chimpanzee named Koba. Koba is the same chimpanzee whose body was experimented on in the lab, who kills that man who was firing bullets at them from the helicopter. Here when a gorilla was about to tear apart a policeman, Caesar stops him because Caesar wanted to stop the policeman, not kill them. Now all of them cross the bridge and reach Redwood Park, where Will also reaches after some time. He starts calling Caesar. During this, another chimpanzee was about to attack Will, but then Caesar stops him. Will tells Caesar that come with me home. Leave your anger, otherwise the police will kill all of you. Caesar hugs Will and says in his ear that now this is my home, and Will understands that Caesar has found his world. He will not come back with him. Will says to Caesar, okay, this is your life. Live it. After that, Will leaves Caesar here and goes away. Now this is a new world of Caesar and his companions, and Caesar is the leader of all of them. On the other hand, we are shown Will's neighbor whose finger Caesar had bitten, and suddenly blood starts coming out of his nose. Actually, Franklin, who was Will's colleague and who had inhaled the gas during the experiment, had come to Will's house to tell all this. But since Will was not at home, Franklin went to his neighbor. Suddenly he got a cough, due to which drops of blood fell on him, and now he is also infected with that virus. Actually, he is a pilot who flies authorize international flights. This means this virus will spread all over the world, due to which the whole world will change, and it happens exactly like that. The second part of this movie came in 2014, in which it is shown that it has been 10 years since the virus spread and a very large population of humans has been finished from the world. On one side, where the human population was decreasing, on the other side the generation of chimpanzees was increasing. All of them had completely spread in that forest, and they had now become even stronger than before. Here we are shown Caesar. He is still the leader of all chimpanzees, and in this forest, Caesar's rule runs. Now humans are not allowed to come into this forest. Caesar now has a son whose name is Blue Eye. One day when Caesar's son is roaming in the forest with his friend, then a human comes in front of them who was looking at a hydroelectric dam in the forest with his team so that electricity could be restored again to the whole city, and this dam is in the chimpanzees area. When that man sees Caesar's son Blue Eye and his friend, he becomes very scared and takes out his gun. Caesar's son also starts growling. That man, out of fear, fires a bullet, due to which Caesar's son's friend gets injured. Hearing the sound of the gunshot, all the chimpanzees come there. Along with that, the companions of the man who fired also come there, who were searching for the dam. The chimpanzees want to kill them. They all are very angry at those people. Then the leader of the human group comes forward, whose name is Malcolm. He talks to Caesar. He tells him that we have not come here to harm anyone. We have just come here to find the dam to fix the city's electricity. Caesar tells him, okay, this time you have come, but do not come here again. All of you leave from here. Now all of them leave from here. And among these chimpanzees, Koba, on whom humans had once done experiments and who hates humans a lot, tells all the chimpanzees that humans have again come into our area. They will harm us again. Therefore, we have to show our strength to humans. And Caesar also now comes into his words, and they all decide that they will go to the human settlement. And now Caesar sits on his horse and leads everyone. Along with him, all the chimpanzees go into the human area. Here it is shown that the city, which used to shine with lights earlier, has now become completely deserted. Here technology and many things have now completely finished. Caesar reaches the human area with his entire army. Where Malcolm once again comes in front of Caesar, and he says to Caesar that we have already apologized to you. Caesar says that after today, if anyone comes into our area, we will kill him. We do not want war, but if humans try to come into our area again, we will not spare anyone. Here Koba is also present. Koba wants to fight a war with humans, but Caesar gives a warning to humans and leaves from there with his entire army. On the other side, Malcolm is shown, who becomes very worried because the place where they were living had no electricity, and their power plant was exactly in that place where the chimpanzees area was. Going there means inviting death, but they could not live their whole life without electricity. Therefore, they had to go there and fix the electricity at any cost. Malcolm tells his senior that we should try talking to Caesar once. Maybe he understands our problem. After that, Malcolm reaches outside the forest with his family and a group. When Malcolm tells Caesar his whole situation, Caesar understands because he has lived with humans. He knows what electricity means and how important it is for humans. Caesar says, okay, you can come inside, but on one condition. You will have to hand over all your weapons to us. Malcolm agrees, and now with his team he reaches the place where the power plant is, and after that they start working there. Malcolm's wife and his son quickly become friendly with the chimpanzee's children. And when they are working at the power plant, then a chimpanzee finds a hidden gun there, and he directly takes the gun to Caesar. And when Caesar comes to know that humans have secretly brought guns here, his anger flares up once again, and he tells Malcolm and his companions to leave the forest. But then Caesar comes to know that his wife, who was sick for a long time, Malcolm's wife had given her medicine, because of which she has now completely recovered. Seeing this, Caesar gives humans one more chance. He says, you have one more day. You can fix this whole power plant, and after that leave from here. Actually, one of Malcolm's companions, who used to be a police officer, does not trust chimpanzees at all. He hates them, and he had brought guns here. They have more guns, and when they are passing guns to each other, Koba sees it from above. Koba becomes very angry that these humans are not trustworthy at all, and Koba hates humans very much, and he quickly goes to Caesar. He tells him that humans have more weapons. Humans are not trustworthy. You have to throw them out of our area. On this, Caesar tells him to be patient. Koba gets angry at this. He says you do not care about your companions at all. You love humans because you are one of them. Now Caesar gets angry at this, and he attacks Koba. Caesar injures him very badly. Now Koba starts burning in the fire of revenge. He goes straight from here to that place where humans and their weapons are. He takes weapons from there and kills many humans, and after killing them, he comes back to his area where he sets fire to many houses of his own chimpanzees, and when he gets the chance that Caesar is completely alone and no one is with him, he secretly shoots Caesar. Caesar falls there in the bushes. After this, Koba goes to all the chimpanzees and says that humans have burned our houses and have also killed our leader Caesar. They are attacking us. We have to teach them a lesson. Koba declares war against humans. Along with this, he also declares that now I am your leader. All of them accept him as leader and get ready to fight a war against humans. On the other side, humans are shown where now lights have come into their homes because the power plant has been fixed. They all are enjoying together. At the same time, Koba reaches that place with his entire army where the human weapons are. First, these chimpanzees loot the human weapons, and after that they attack humans with those same weapons. Many humans are killed. Here that small chimpanzee is also present whom a human had shot in the forest, and now Koba gives him a weapon and says you have to kill humans, but he refuses because Caesar had taught him never attack any human without reason, and when that child does not obey Koba's order, Koba kills him and also imprisons those chimpanzees who do not follow his orders. On the other side, Malcolm and his wife are coming towards the city from the forest. That moment, they see Caesar there who is very badly injured. They make Caesar sit in their vehicle and bring him to their home. They treat him and take good care of him, because of which life returns into Caesar again. After Caesar regains consciousness, he tells them that the attack on me was done by my companion whose name is Koba. Malcolm also understands the whole matter here. Caesar was not fully fine. That is why, to help him fully recover, Malcolm goes to the store to bring medicine, and at that moment Caesar's son comes in front of him with a gun in his hand. He was about to shoot Malcolm, but Malcolm tells him that your father Caesar is still alive. He is with us and he was not shot by anyone else but by Koba. After this, Malcolm brings Caesar's son to his home. He becomes very happy seeing his father alive. There Caesar's son tells Caesar how Koba made himself a leader and how he killed innocent people in the outside world. Now Caesar's son also knows that it was Koba who shot his father Caesar. After this, he goes back to that place where Koba had kept humans and many chimpanzees in prison. prison. Caesar's son frees everyone. Malcolm also supports them and he brings all of them inside the tower where he meets that same police officer. That officer tells Malcolm that after electricity came, I contacted the army through radio and very soon a very big army force is going to come here which will finish all the chimpanzees. He also tells that I have fixed many bombs on the top of the tower so that when the chimpanzees climb the tower, I will blast the bombs and kill all those chimpanzees. Although in this his own life will also be lost. He has a remote control in his hand and after seeing this, Malcolm and all the humans start running away from there. On the other side, Caesar is shown who has now reached there. He faces Koba and a fight starts between Koba and him. Seeing Caesar alive, the other chimpanzees also come to know about Koba's betrayal. At the same time, we are shown the police officer who blasts a part of the town with bombs in which many chimpanzees are killed. But Koba, Caesar, and many of his companions are still alive. When Koba sees that many chimpanzees have started supporting Caesar again, he starts firing bullets at them. At that moment, Caesar jumps from a great height and attacks Koba and pushes him down from the building. Koba hangs on an iron rod. Now he says to Caesar, please save me. After that, Caesar holds his hand, but what Koba has done cannot be forgiven. That is why Caesar leaves his hand and lets him fall down due to which he dies. Now Malcolm and Caesar stand in front of each other. They shake hands with each other. That means now they are good friends just like Caesar once used to be with Will. Malcolm tells Caesar that very soon the army is going to come here. All of you will have to leave from here so that this war can be stopped. Caesar says that now the war between humans and chimpanzees can never be ended. Thank you so much for watching till the end. If you guys like this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.